All right, Panther fans. Well, the party is over, and we're gonna have to start a new party. Um, there's so much to talk about, and there's so little to talk about because you don't want to make a huge deal out of the two games, and that's fine. My concerns that I'm starting to see, like I said in the recap last night, got a few coaching concerns, some of the decision making concerns, but the biggest one is in terms of not having a backup goaltender that can play. Because I mean, when you got your 20-year-old out there in a back-to-back, and he's going to give up five, he's still in the game after 6 goals, Stu. I mean, which says to me, nothing was going to happen to ever put Bobrovsky in the game. So then, where's Gibson? I don't know. You tell me.
Why have Bobrovsky as the backup if he's not ready to play?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. Well, we got rid of Montalban. Not that he was, any great whoops, but they obviously don't have confidence in this Gibson kid. But you're right. And I'll let Knight off the hook for at least 2 goals, maybe 3 that were deflected in.
Right.
That last one, whatever, off Luosterainen's glove. Why he stuck his glove up, I don't know. But, he's guilty, definitely guilty of most of the goals. But,
well,
I don't know. Like I said, if Bob's not ready to go, why have him on the bench?
Right. And like I mentioned Monty last night too. And look, I mean, that's the thing with Knight. I'm not saying they're all his fault. It's not, I mean, he's clearly struggling, not seeing the puck. My concern was, in reality, we should have seen Bobrovsky in that third period. If Bobrovsky was healthy enough to play, at the very least, Bobrovsky should have started the third period. But then after the 5th goal, after the 6th goal,
After that, you don't leave a goalie in.
Right.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, you don't. I don't care who it is. You pull them out so that whatever you want to call it. If it's just terrible luck, at least get the guy out so he doesn't have to suffer. There's a difference in a mental capacity for a goalie 4 versus 6. You know what I mean? Start giving up 5 and 6, and it's So, and then like you said with Monty, but the other thing, what's going on with Ekblad and Uyghur? I mean, just all of a sudden these last 2 games. It's like as soon as I praised them, as soon as I, in my Patreon article after the Canes game, I said they're definitely being noticed as one of the best pairs in the NHL.
All right, so now you got to just shut up and. That's the answer. Stuff.
That's it, man. I don't know what else.
Have some constraint.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
They both really look bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. And, I see people on Twitter, they're talking about, it was because we were tired because we had 3 games in 4 nights. But come on.
Bullshit.
Come on, not just early in the season.
We missed Quenneville.
We got, and that's the unfortunate thing is that now, everybody was, look, putting Brunette in at that point was the right move. You know what I mean? You calm things down and you want to see, but we're starting to see. And the bottom line is we were 7-0 with Quenneville, and now we're 3-2-1 with Brunette, and that's 500, and that's not good. So I don't know how much longer you go. Like I said last night, I think you start sniffing around and just making a few, exploratory phone calls right now to see who might be interested to be on that list. But you can't let this go on for another couple of weeks, really, because, like I said, we're playing lights out. We started the night last night. We're only 6 up on Toronto. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to miss the playoffs, but in terms of just wanting to win the division, it's not like we've got a 10, 12, 14-point lead. 6 points this early in the season, we could wake up after a bad streak and find ourselves, only 1-2 points in first place. And he just doesn't. To me, the thing with Brunette is he just doesn't have any answers when things are going wrong. And you said it. And you said it the day it was all going down when we were texting that, the game. How did you word? You said that in the in-game decisions, the game management, those decisions were what you were concerned with. And you're right, man. This is the Stu was right show again.
Wish I wasn't.
Yeah, I know, because now, so, and do we agree just anybody but Torts in terms of who? Because you had mentioned a couple names to me. Was it Claude Julien you had mentioned?
No, that's just some that was, picking up off the NHL. But,
Mm,
personally, I don't like recycled coaches. And
right,
every one of them's a recycled coach.
right.
Definitely not Tortorelli. You know what, Eric, I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about why all of a sudden, because Brunette coached against Carolina, that we played great in that game. So
Right,
what happened?
right.
Well, on, you know, Sunday or Monday and Tuesday, what happened?
Right. Well,
So it's the players that have to play the game. The players have been playing too loose, too lazy, too sloppy. They're not crisp.
hmm,
Just, some of the things that were just happening very easily in the first 10 games, 11
yeah.
games are not happening.
It seems like now our passes, like every pass is getting intercepted now. It's like all of a sudden we can't pass the ball. We're trying these, two line and cross ice passes and everything,
Yeah,
and they're just getting picked off like boom, 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 boom.
that's exactly what happened with the Rangers.
Yeah. It's really weird because it's completely these last two games, especially yesterday, was like watching a completely different style of play. It's like, what the hell are they doing? They're not, like I said, I can't put my
Well, we
finger
had
on it.
that.
But like,
Listen,
go ahead.
we took the lead in this game. We shouldn't have lost this game.
Right, yeah, we scored first.
No, I'm talking about Forsling the Tippett goal.
Right. That's right. Yeah. That all happened so fast.
That's 3-2.
Yeah.
Then build on that. What happened? They come back and score a goal right away.
Yeah.
Just,
Well,
mental preparation has a
and
lot to do with this. And I don't think their head's in the game right now. I think what happened, they saw a 10-0-1.
right.
Oh, we're great.
You think they bought it?
ESPN's got us number one. NHL Network's got us number one, but we're rolling along.
Right.
They didn't. I don't know. I'm not going to say they didn't show up against the Rangers because they did.
Right, they did.
But there were periods in the game, just like there were periods in the game last night, where they just were going for a figure skate.
Yeah. Something's definitely like
No
I said.
Intensity. The intensity has not been there the last two games.
Well, I guess it's possible. We had the whole Q thing and all that emotion, and then then you had the double emotion there of wanting to beat Carolina at home and everything. I mean, I'm just reaching at this point, but I mean, nobody can keep, like the Carolina game, that first period. No team can keep that intensity up for 82 games. It's you're going to have peaks and valleys. The biggest thing for me last night was, okay, so you go to the third period, it's 4-3. All right, so you want to put Knight back out there. But after the fifth, and then after the sixth goal, then you start looking retroactive, because if you don't have, you start wondering what other decisions is the coach making here, because if we don't even have a viable backup goalie to get this kid out of the game after he gives up a sixth goal. And then I extrapolated on Ryan Lomberg should be playing over Mammon. I mean, Mammon's not bad, but Lomberg brings so much energy. Anytime we need a spark, Lomberg is out there. He's going to take, hit somebody and we get going. I don't understand that. I will not understand that part. Especially, it's not like Mammon has some past history where he's coming back and taking back his spot. You know what I mean? We're putting him out there to see what he can do, but Lomberg should be on the ice. And like I said, this isn't tryouts, man. This is the NHL. So that's frustrating. And then the Connaughton for Carlson thing. We talked about that a little bit too. What?
I don't know. You wanted to give him a shot. Listen. I don't really have a lot to say today. I'm disgusted. Okay, 2 games in a row. I really thought they were going to come back after Monday night. The way they ended it, but
right, and the way we started yesterday too. So, all right. Well,
glad we had our little cushion, but it's gonna. Who won? Carolina, Tampa last night.
I think Carolina, I didn't look, but I think, actually, let me look. This is terrible. But for both of us, we get up in the morning and we work, so we don't really check and see. I know my friend Richard, come on, right? It's got to be the last score here. I got to go to another page. Let's see. Jeez, it's going to be all the way down. Where the hell is the Hurricanes 2, Lightning 1 in overtime. So there you go. So everybody got a point. So the worst possible result is what we got, which is pretty much the power for the course for last night. That sums it up. So all right, so we got Pittsburgh, and then we got the Lightning. We said it after the Ranger game. How we come out against New Jersey, that's going to show us a lot. I'd like to take that back and say how we come out at Pittsburgh is going to show us a lot. And we talked about, was it Randy or Billy? I think it was Randy that we were talking about, that we didn't see this team being able to lose more than 3 games in a row. So I think we're fixing to test that here. I think we're fixing to test that theory right about now. Now, have you heard? We're just assuming Bobrovsky is going to be okay for Thursday because you figured he was ready to play if he's the backup, but then he's not. He is. I don't know. Have you heard anything about Thursday that way?
No, but I will tell you this. It's the guys in front of him that's got to do the job.
Oh yeah, look. They
can't let Bob. I mean, what happened tonight was just bad plays, and
right.
What's the guy supposed to do?
Yeah, no, I know disagreement there. Look, after the second period last night in the recap, I said, look, Knight's clearly struggling, but we're going to need one of those defensive periods for 8-12 minutes where he doesn't see a shot. That was the only way we were getting out with a win last night. You know what I mean? The defense was going to have to play. Give me 20 minutes of shutdown defense. And they did the opposite is what they did. And, and then when in the middle of it all with the coach face planting himself and it's just not a good look.
Not a good look at all.
Not a good
never see Quenville doing that.
No. And you would have seen like a Gallant in that situation. He would have been chirping at guys. You know what I mean? And even, Q might have been quiet, but, he'd have been talking with his assistants. He may not have been rah, but and it's just, that's the disappointment. You and I both feel it because it's like, damn it. It's bad enough you lost Q. Now Brunette might not be the answer. And now we gotta just go through a whole nother thing. I know. Exactly.
I want to say you can't lose the Pittsburgh game, but it's like, I don't know what's going to be. So
I know. All right, bud. Well,
sorry, I didn't have much more to say.
No.
Guys,
hey, look, I get it. I get it, man. It's short and sweet. It's disappointing, and
disgusted.
Right. And if this continues into Thursday, then
we got a problem.
Then Friday morning the show will be 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
But right now, I think we're both kind of in the same boat of like, I kind of want to hold it. I just want to hold it. Please don't. Right. Please, this is not reality. Let's go back. Exactly. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. All right, bud. I will see. I'll chat with you, and we'll see you again after the next game.
Good.